Hey, here's a good battle between me and my teammate Kordan12 from the Pojo forums. He's running this really interesting defensive sandstorm team, and I really like this team a lot. So I'm glad I pulled it out at the end, but this is a annoying but very interesting team. So I lead with Hippodon, he loses Tyranitar, and I know that Hippodon can wall these things all day long. So he just starts crunching, and the only thing that would be bad for me is if he got the defense lower hacks. Otherwise, Hippodon wins this, hands down. So he's crunching away, and I decided to Earthquake him here because I know he can survive 2 crunches at that point, and he's at pretty low health. I also set up Stealth Rocks, which is nice, and does help me throughout the battle. In fact, at the end, it helps me win. But there he got the defense hex, and that means I have to switch out because I don't know if Hippodon can survive another hit from that crunch at -1 defense. So here I switch out. And he also switches out. I don't know why, but it's really bad for me because now I'm battling a Steelix with a Tyranitar. And Tyranitar doesn't do that well against Steelix generally. So I taunt it expecting it to try to set up Stealth Rock or something. But it Earthquakes me, so I decided to go aggro, and that does about half damage. Not as much as normally Earthquakes would do, because Steelix doesn't have all that high attack. But I have to switch out Celebi since it's virtually a free switch. And he does get a crit, but it still doesn't do anything. So I'm going to take this time to set up some Leech Seeds as he switches out into Probopass. And I get some Leech Seeds on that. Which is cool. And I drain his health. Woohoo! And I decide to take this opportunity to do some Calm Minds. And he sets up Stealth Rock, which is really annoying. Z. The reason this battle's so long is half because there's so many stuff going on after the moves themselves. So he sends out Cradilly, and I hate these Cradilly things. They're so annoying. Stupid Cradilly. So I decide to Psychic him. That doesn't do much, and he Toxics me. But it doesn't hurt Celebi that much because I have Natural Cure. But still. And as you see, I switch out here to Garchomp. He's a physical attacker, and he recovers off damage. I don't want to go into an Outrage because I know he has Steels left, so I decided to go Earthquake, and hopefully he doesn't carry Barrier. But he does. And that Barrier is going to ruin me. And now, I still don't know his attack move. And if it's Rock Slide, it's really bad for me. And that's what I suspected is at this point. So I Earthquake it again, see how much damage I do, and I switch out to Celebi because I know he's going to use Toxic here, and I don't want my Tyranitar to get toxic, so I switch in Celebi first, and then I move into Tyranitar. But he also switches into Magcargo, and I don't know what this thing's gonna do to me. I probably should have taunted, like I should taunt like half his team. Like his entire team deserves to be taunted first turn. But like a noob, I decided to go for the Dragon Dance, and that's going to make my Tyranitar virtually useless. I do need to keep a Taunter though, so I can get rid of that Cradilly. And right now I think it's Rock Slide, so Tyranitar would be the best bet for that. I decided to just do some damage, try to kill that Magcargo, but he switches out into Cradilly. So here I'm going to taunt it, but then I discover it's carrying Earthquake, which is good because now I have a taunter that's immune to its only attack move, and that's Gyarados. So that's who I try to send in. I try to send in Gyarados. And he withdraws to Steelix. And I take this opportunity to Dragon Dance, because I expected the switch. And here I'm expecting Stone Edge, so I switch into Hippodon, but it's not. It's Roar. So that tells me a lot. That tells me this thing isn't carrying Stone Edge. My Gyarados is now really low health, and I really need to keep it so I can get rid of that Cradilly. Because that thing can completely dominate the rest of my team. So I taunt it so it can't roar me away. And I'll take the free Dragon Dance on the switch here. And the switch is Probopass. And here I kind of get lucky. It's not very often I get lucky, but here I do get lucky. I do get a crit here, which kills his Probopass. I don't know if it would have killed it otherwise. I know this thing has insane defense, but also really low HP. So I don't know if it would have killed it, but after the crit, it definitely killed it. So that's good for me. And now I'm thinking that the rest of his team is weak to water, so this could be the game right here. He's switching to Heatran, and I hope he's not Scarfed, and thankfully I do gotta go first and use Waterfall, which is nice. So it's a good thing it wasn't Scarfed. Then he sends in Cradilly. I guess hoping I don't taunt, but I do, so he can't Toxic me, which would have been extremely gay. And he has to switch here, because now I know his only attack move is Earthquake. The rest of his moves he can't use, which is Reflect, Recover, and something else. So he switches in Iron Man. I have to taunt it here, even though I suspect he's going to go with something that's going to hurt me. I have to taunt him, because even if I did predict this and go for the Waterfall, well, I guess I could have predicted someone for the Waterfall, but I still kind of had to, in a sense, because Roar just killed my Gyarados right there. I didn't know if we wanted to try go for it or not. I do manage to get the KO on the Steelix by playing it safe, though, so that's good. So he's thinking about it. And he sends in Magcargo. And I kill it with Waterfall, but he gets the Burn Axe from Flame Body. So that condemns my Gyarados to death, and I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do about that Cradilly? So he sends it in. Probably should have sent in Tyranitar here. But he does send in the Cradilly, so I get the taunt off, so he can't recover. That's good. So I send in Garchomp for the win, because I know his last Pokemon is Tyranitar, and Cradilly will not take another Earthquake after the Stealth Rocks, so this is a win right here for me. So, good game, Kordan12. I hope to have another battle soon. I really like this defensive Sandstorm team you have going on. But, good game.